Welcome back to my channel, friends. In today's video, we are going to be picking my June TBR, and I thought it'd be kind of fun to do the concept of a random number generator picking my TBR. So I guess to start, I'm just going to pick every single book that I don't want to say every single book because I might not pick every single book, but I'm going to pick books off my bookshelf that I have not read yet, and I'm going to set them on my desk here and turn them around, and then we're going to do a number generator, and we're going to pick 4 books for my June TBR. Are you following me? Are you following? I hope so. I hope that made sense. So I guess to start this off, we are going to look at this bookshelf and pick off the books that I have not read yet or yet finished. So let's just get it started. Y'all, I still haven't finished Crooked Kingdom, so I've got Crooked Kingdom, got Ninth House. Let's see, what else? We're gonna choose Bloodmarked because I read Legendborn, haven't read Bloodmarked. That's a lot of fantasy already. The final book in the An Ember in the Ashes series. This is like mostly fantasy. That's a little stressful. Let's see, what else do we have? I've reading read. Haven't read this. Haven't read this. Babel is going in there. These are books out on my bookshelf that I haven't read yet, which is insane. I actually just bought a whole bunch of books as well, so I've got 3 more here that I will add. This is getting to be a pretty good stack. I've got a lot of options. I really do have a lot of options. Nothing from that shelf. Oh my god, Heartless Hunter, which I hope I get this one because I've heard amazing things about this duology. I've heard that this duology is better than most fantasy series that are being hyped around these days. So that's exciting. I'll add that to the stack. What else? Do I have anything else? I have some things down here. Let's see. I've got The Wedding People, Here One Moment, and Middle of the Night by Riley Sager. These are some good options. This is actually nuts seeing all these books on my bookshelf that I have not read yet. This proves that I do not need to go book shopping. Do I want a bookshop? Yes, I always want a bookshop. Do I need to? No, because I have all these books here. How many is this total? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we've got 14 books to choose from and throw in the random number generator. I'm going to kind of mix these up and then turn them around so that I don't know which one I'll be choosing. Let me look up a random generator on my computer here as well really quickly. I guess I should have probably had this up, but boo, who is you? Boo, who is you? Boo, who is you? Okay, I found a different random number picker. It's a picker wheel. I set it to the max of 14, so we should be good to go. Now I just have to rearrange my books here and put them in a random order. So yeah, let me do that and turn them around and mix them up, mix and match. I should turn them around and then mix and match. Oh my god, I'm gonna see the top one. Oy, I don't know. Oy, is this even a good mixing? Okay, look, this is about as good as it's gonna get. I think that's about as good as it's gonna get. And I guess I'll start. This will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I'm going to spin the wheel 4 times. And because I realistically will only read about 3 to 4 books, give or take, this month. So yeah, let's let's get into her. This is exciting. So I am going to spin the wheel. We're going to hit spin and see what we land on. 9. 9 is the first on. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think this is Babel and I'm getting scared. Oh my god, it's Babel by R of Quag. I have been putting this off for Lord knows how freaking long. But I do feel prepared. I've read The Poppy War and I just finished Yellowface. So the time has come. This has been sitting on my shelf since November. It is now June. So Babel, RF Kwong is on the June TBR. Oh my god. Okay, this is fun. Hold on. I got this idea from one of my girly pops that I like to watch on YouTube. Her name is Bree. She just moved from New York to South Carolina, Charleston, South Carolina, something. I love that girl. She did a video like this and I was inspired. Love you, Bree. If you ever see this, I don't know, but you've inspired me. Okay, moving on to spin the wheel another time. Remove this choice and we'll hit spin. 2. Okay. 1, 2. This is Red Rising. I have heard great things about Red Rising. I've heard that this bangs. I heard this bangs. I don't know if any of y'all watch Kalila D, but she's currently reading this series and she says that this goes crazy. She said this series is like just insane. So I'm excited for this. This is Red Rising. This is by Pierce Brown and I'm pretty sure it's fantasy. So yeah, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be a good time. I already know it. I've heard so many amazing things about this one. So this is the next pick. All right. 2 more times on the wheel. We'll remove choice. Okay. This is like going a lot better than I thought. We're off to a strong start. We're off to a strong start. What are we on? What is this? 3? 1, 2, 3. Okay. This is 1984. This is by George Orwell. I know that this is a classic. I don't really know what it's about, but I can read the back. It says war is peace, freedom is slavery, and Big Brother is always watching. Ooh. George Oswald's classic 1984 is the story of one man's nightmare odyssey through a world ruled by warring states and a power structure that controls not only information, but also individual thought and memory. A minor functionary named Winston Smith joins a covert brotherhood and pursues a forbidden love affair against the cold, gray backdrop of the Republican of Oceania, only to become a hunted enemy of the state and of Big Brother. Now, more than half a century after it was written, Orwell's prophetic, haunting tale of conformity, repression, and identity strikes a disturbing chord. As we follow Winston Smith through his rebellion, imprisonment, torture, and re education, we witness firsthand the destruction of the truths and freedoms that make us who we are, and the creation of a world where black is white, 2 plus 2 equals 5, and evil is good. This sounds revolutionary, quite frank. I might learn a few things from this story, which is great. I love learning things. So, this is 1984 by George Orwell, 75th anniversary of this book, and it is now on my June TBR. How exciting! So, this is gonna be. I think this is kind of it's giving a little intense, a little. Okay, this is going to be the final spin on the wheel, you guys. I don't know. Is 4 a good amount? No. Now that I know that I'm about to be reading Babel, this is going to be enough. I already know it's going to be a lot to get through, quite frank. So, let us go along with the final spin. Oh. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here one moment. Okay. Okay. This, when I read the back of it, or when I read the inside cover of it, I think it kind of reminded me of that one show. What is that show called? When they were on the plane and they didn't get off the plane. They kind of just disappeared, and then the world moved on without them. And then all of a sudden they came back, and everybody was like, "You've been gone for years and years and years. Like nobody knew where you guys went." This kind of sounded like that to me, just slightly in a little bit of a sense. But this is Here One Moment by Leanne Moriarty. Moriarty. Ciao. I'm sorry. Leanne Moriarty. Okay, let's read the inside cover because my description of what I thought this sounded like is probably actually not what the book is about. So this says, if you knew your future, would you try to fight fate? Aside from a delay, there will be no problems. The flight will be smooth, it will land safely. Everyone who gets on the plane will get off, but almost all of them will be forever changed. Because on this ordinary short domestic flight, something extraordinary happens. People learn how and when they are going to die. Oh, for some, their deaths are far in the future, age 103, and they laugh. But for 6 passengers, their predicted deaths are not far away at all. How do they know this? There were ostensibly more interesting people on the flight. The bride, the groom, the jittery, possibly famous woman, the giant Hemsworth-esque guy who looks like an off-duty superhero, the frazzled, gorgeous flight attendant. But none would become as famous as the Death Lady. Not a single passenger or crew member will later recall noticing her aboard the plane. She wasn't exceptionally old or young, rude or polite. She wasn't drunk or nervous or pregnant. Her appearance and demeanor were unremarkable, but what she did on that flight was truly remarkable. A few months later on, one passenger dies exactly as she predicted. Then 2 more passengers die again. It says continued on the back flip, as she said they would. Soon, no one is thinking this is simply an entertaining story at a cocktail party. If you were told you had only a certain amount of time left to live, would you do things differently? Would you try to dodge your destiny? Leanne Moriarty's Here One Moment is a brilliantly constructed tale that looks at free will and destiny, grief and love, and the endless struggle to maintain certainty and control in an uncertain world. A modern-day Jane Austen who humorously skewers social mores while spinning a web of mystery. Moriarty asks profound questions in her newest I Can't Wait to Find Out What Happens novel. So this sounds good. This sounds crazy. I actually got this book for free at my job because there's somebody, a mystery person at my job, who leaves free books out in the cafeteria for anybody to pick up and grab. And I saw this and I was like, "Ooh, that sounds interesting." So this is the final book. This is the June TBR, y'all. This is the June TBR. I do not know what to make of this. But this is going to be a great way. I should do this again for next month because this is going to be a great way for me to get through a lot of the books that I have on my bookshelf. And I'm glad that none of these, well, Red Rising is a part of a series, but it's the start of a series and not in the middle of one or something like that. So this is great. This is great. This is great. So once again, we've got 1984. This is by George Orwell's. We've got Red Rising by Pierce Brown. We've got Babel by R.F. Kuang, as well as Here One Moment by Leanne Moriarty. So that's exciting. Yeah. So this will be an interesting reading month. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope you all look forward to more videos from me in the future. I might turn some of these or one of these into a reading vlog. I might make a weekly reading vlog. I don't know. Just whatever suits my fancy. So I hope you guys look forward to more videos from me in the future and enjoyed this video. Don't forget to interact with me, like, comment, and subscribe. Keep up with what I currently choose to read on Goodreads. And yeah, I think that's all I got for y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.